Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and I've got my calendars because I don't remember what today's date is. Today is Friday, March 28th of 2025. I'm going to say the last week for sure, I've just not been able to do too much around the house. I've got my calendar in front of me just so I don't get the dates wrong. So it would have been last Tuesday, the 18th. I had major dental work done. So this past week, I couldn't really do anything. Wednesday, I actually went out of the house. So only 2 days ago, I was able to really talk and stuff like so. The bruising and the swelling has all gone down for the most part. I mean, I can still feel up here, still feels a bit bruised, but the bruise itself is gone. The swelling is mostly gone, I think. I don't know. I can feel the swelling. I can see a little bit of the swelling still. So I'll be back to the dentist in June. So that's when they will put the what's it called? The implant in. So I've got the screw. So Tuesday, so they did 2 extractions and put in the 3 screws for the implants. So this past, little bit, even some of the dental work I've had in the last past month has just kind of wiped me out. I've been filming. Yesterday, I was able to get up and get all my editing and all my videos uploaded. So I know by this morning, they were all up. I had about 10, 11 videos, I believe it was, I had done in the last month. With all the dentist stuff, I couldn't sit and look at the monitor to edit the videos together on my phone. I couldn't focus on any of that stuff. But I think I got everything caught up. I think I might have 1 or 2 that I've got some odd pieces that I just have to figure out. I'm missing something. I don't know. But for the most part, I believe I got all my videos for the last month caught up on my channels. Anyway, so I'm going to do a quick little Dollarama haul. So like I said, I was out of the house the first time on Wednesday. I went and met some of the women for church for coffee. Oops, I got to do this. Yeah, I did buy this, but I did have to borrow. I had to use a highlighter the other day. So I'll show what I got from Dollarama. I grabbed another pack of these highlighters. $2 for 6 highlighters. They're double-sided, so you get a thick side and a thin one for highlighting or underlining. I had a pack of these. I'm just not sure where they went. I needed a highlighter. And so for $2, now I've got 2 packs. So when I did find the other pack, after I bought these, I found the other pack. But, just one of those things. Pens, markers, they seem to disappear when you're moving things around your house. So $2 for a pack of markers. And then I found this little bunny pen. I don't need any more pens, but this is just so cute. I mean, I can obviously make it myself. It's just one of those pom-poms and little ears and a nose. And the little nose is a heart-shaped little thing, but it's a pen, and it was $1.50. And I think it's kind of cute when I get my office set up to have this also just in my jar of random pens that are just kind of cute looking. At first, I thought these were this is their embroidery stickers. How much were these? I don't remember. Might help if I put my glasses on to read the. See, I think they were $1.50. No, $1.25. So they are patches. I thought they were ones you just stitch on, but no, they are stickers. So it does say they're not washable. But I thought it was kind of cute looking for these little patches. Now, it does say they're stickers. So when I open it up, let's see. I was just wondering, after I bought them and it says that they were stickers, if I can get out of here, I was just curious if I could actually use it as the actual patch. Sorry about that. Sneezed. Okay, so I was just curious how they were stickers and if I could use them as an actual patch. So they do have the sticker. They are sticky. But I really think if I actually, stitched this onto something, it would work as a real patch. Now, all they had was just the pizza design. So I only bought one. Because hard to see what they really look like, and who needs more than 2 patches of pizza? I mean, I don't know where I'm going to use them, but I just thought they look kind of cool. So I'll have to check the other Dollaramas and see if they have more designs. I do find that sometimes when you find something unique at one dollar store, that the other ones might have it, and they might have a different colors, different designs, things like that. So I will be on the lookout for any more of these patches. Then, yeah, I was down, like I said, the Easter pen. So I was down with the Easter stuff. So they had this felt finger puppet kit. Now, at first I thought that you had to stitch the pieces of felt together, but no, they come already pre-stitched. I'm not going to open the package just because I don't want to lose any of the pieces. But the little stick-on parts that go on are all in felt. So it looks so cute. And so it says you get 78 felt stickers, 16 wiggly eyes, and 8 felt puppet fingers, and the instructions. So, this was $1.50. Is it too bad I don't have my day home anymore? Because this would be the perfect thing for the little kids to make. But again, these things are just really fun to make, as adults anyways. Just a little Easter craft. And then I also found this. What was this? Now, the dollar store does sell candy molds and things, but they're those silicone ones. And, the cheap silicone are not going to last. Silicone by itself, just regular usage, if you're going to put it in the freezer to the oven, they last about 3 to 5 years before you should replace them. I don't even think anybody should really use some of the cheaper silicone ones from the dollar stores. I've done research on some of those silicone molds and things and what's in them. So I'm just not quite sure. Yeah, but I got this one. This is $2 for this. And it is the actual hard plastic candy molds. Excuse me. And it's by Wilton. So, I got the good one. So it's got it's got 2 of these, so you can actually do 6 half eggs in here. So it's got the 2 mold trays, that's what they're called. And it's got the instructions on how to use these. I love these ones, and I really like the fact that you can actually find the Wilton at Dollarama if you look for it. They don't have them often, but when they do bring them in, it is so much better than buying their brand of stuff. For about the same, actually, I think it was cheaper. I think this one was cheaper. They had the different shape ones, the silicone little mini ones that use for baking. So you can make the little individual little cakes. They went like $4 for some of those silicone molds. Except, this one was $2. So this obviously, get what you like. I'm trying to see. I got that. Just trying to see. Okay, so I found this. I only bought one, and it's a full liter. I didn't even notice that till just now when I picked it up, but it's got the 1 liter on here. So it is a nice big beer stein. It is quite heavy. It is $5. When I first saw this, I'm like, yes, I'll get this for my husband. His birthday's coming up in about a month. And then I was going to buy a second one because my son's birthday is just shortly after that. So I'll have to go back and buy a second one. I was just surprised by the weight. I just could not, there was no way by myself, no bag. I had to carry all this stuff loose to my car that I would be able to carry both. I didn't think I could carry both of these or 2 of these out to the parking lot. So I just grabbed just the one. So I will definitely go back and get a second one. Or I might think of what other guys I know who would like them. And then just because I don't have a lot of snack stuff and I can't really eat anything right now, I can't really chew anything hard, but I love pretzels. And I love to make, for Easter, I do the melted things, whatever they use with these trays. What are they called? Candy melts. That's what they are. The candy melts or chocolates and stuff. And then using these, you can turn these into flowers and Easter bunnies and things like that. So I did grab a bag of pretzels just in case I couldn't eat them, but I can still do some Easter baking. And that is everything that I got the other day at the dollar store. Now this morning, me and my husband had to do a lot of running around, so we had to go to the post office. So we went to the one just by our house. And it's been quite a few years since we've been into that one. And they usually carry, they're the #1 place to get the UK British toffees that's got the best. But they also have, like I said, they have a sister store down right beside where my husband works. He buys everything from them. But there's this one here by us, and it has a larger selection of the toffees and chocolates. Now, I can't eat any of that chocolate or toffee at the moment, so my husband can buy me any. But we found these, so I'm just going to pull them out of the bag. I saw them, and I thought they were the cutest things. But I say they're not worth $10 a box. And I just took my phone, I took a picture of them, and I'm going to send the pictures to my kids with the caption, not worth $10 a box. Well, they had 4 boxes, so my husband bought me one of them all. And they are Friend shortbread cookies. So this one is Rachel's Red Velvet Cookies. So these are sweet biscuits with white chocolate chunks. Then we have Phoebe's Lemon Cookies with white chocolate chips. So these are lemon cookies with white chocolate chips. I got a box of Ross's Shortbread Cookies. So they are just the shortbread cookies. And a box of Joey's Orange Cookies with chocolate chunks. So it says they're sweet biscuits with orange marmalade and dark chocolate chunks. And the other two that I didn't see was there's Chandler's Salted Caramel Cookies and Monica's Chocolate Chip Cookies. So my husband said he'll look out for the other ones from the other drugstore. And so it's, my friend's collection of things, unnecessary things, is growing. So I said I'll put these boxes up with my other cans of hot chocolate and instant coffee. Again, I don't have all 6 of those ones. I couldn't get them. Those were very expensive as well. But my husband said, well, we haven't been able to go out for sushi or anything lately because I can't eat anything. So he bought me these. And then we went to the accountant, did our tax, dropped off our tax stuff. And then he decided that, I said, well, I can't really eat anything, but I can do miso soup. Oops, I just got to reach. Sorry, stuff is falling. Okay, so we went just going to go to the sushi place just to get, I said, well, I can have miso soup. I can't eat rice at the moment. There's other things, just can't, just stay away from anything spicy, things like that while my teeth are healing. So he said, well, I said, I can't do sushi with the nori and the rice and all the crunchy veggies. I can't chew that. So he said, well, what about just the straight salmon sashimi, which is just the pieces of raw salmon. So I said, I could try. So we get 2 bowls of miso soup and 1 order of the sashimi. So I ate the 9 pieces of sashimi. He ate all the garnishing on the plate. So he said he bought himself a steak. So he'll have steak later today. He said he didn't eat his steak because he felt bad eating meat in front of me and I couldn't chew. I've been eating soup. So he said if I ate all the salmon, then he can go and eat his steak. But right in the same little location of the sushi place, there is this little Korean little place. And so it's called Wow Bakery. And so it's kind of like, it's an interesting fusion. I know it's a fusion of 3 culture mixed together. I don't remember what the third one is. I know it's basically the Korean cuisine, and then it's your French pastries. So we've eaten there once, but we go in there after we eat our sushi, just because it's like right next door, and that's where we get our dessert from. So my husband bought me this. This is like $6 for this one little piece of cake, or you can buy the whole cake for about 50 bucks. So I can pull this out without dropping it. Comes in this nice little box. There we go. So this is the green tea or matcha tea chiffon cake. So I'm just going to grab a fork because I forgot to grab one, and a little plate, and I will open this and show you how light and fluffy these cakes are. All right, so let me get this plastic off of here. It's got a lot of the nice frosting on the plastic. So I'll just set that aside. Okay. Try to figure out what's the best way to be able to show how light and fluffy this is. I don't know if I can really chew. I mean, I did eat 9 pieces of salmon, so I should be able to eat this, but this is like the best cake in town. And I'm just going to say, it is so light and fluffy. The cake itself just melts in your mouth with the whipped cream. No chewing, which is a bonus. Oh, here comes my puppy. She loves whipped cream. Okay, back up, back. She is like right here. She is trying to get. Let's see if I can get her in the shot. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna get for a little bit of the whipped cream just because. Come on. What? There. Okay, now that fork is dirty. But yeah, I had to share with her. She's gonna just jump and grab the whole piece of cake if I didn't do that. Okay, so that was my little quick dollar store haul. The little cookies, shortbread cookies from the drugstore, and my little green chiffon cake. Again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's subscribing to my channels and watching my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.